What's going on YouTube? Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, make sure you follow me on Instagram at Baines2times. Make sure you follow me on TikTok at The Biggest Chico. And DM me if you have any questions. DM me if you want to be mentored for any type of business, investing, just regular business, whatever the case may be. Hit me on Instagram. I respond to everybody within 24 hours and I'll get to everybody as soon as possible. Now, let's get straight into this video. So most people, obviously in the youth and as we get older, we start to probably have some financial fear, basically saying like, okay, well, if I go to college, I may end up at a job that I never like. If I don't go to college, I may end up as a failure and maybe social media doesn't work out. Maybe I don't have a lot of followers. Now, all those things are definitely possible. However, you can definitely help the possibility of you being successful through knowing exactly what to do. And in this video, I'm going to tell you what I did, how you can apply it to yourself, and you know how maybe something will work out for yourself. And maybe even if 10 people watch this video and become millionaires, then this video was a success. So let's get straight into it. And also, if you haven't subscribed and like, make sure you subscribe and like right now to be on all the updates, and make sure you follow my Instagram because I post a lot more updates on there. Now, number one, if you're new to this channel, you know that I have made most of my money from crypto and from clothing. Now, I tell everybody, you have a higher chance of making your first $1 million or your first 6 figures from a business than you do from cryptocurrency, and that's the God honest truth. Now, I'm not saying that cryptocurrency is, just, fugazi and you can't make money off of it, because I've made 6 figures off of it myself. But what I am saying is that you have more control. You have actually 100% more control over your own business and its performance than you do over investing and doing stocks. Now, those do make money. We'll get into that later though. So I started a clothing business. Now, what would you need to have a successful clothing business? Now, the first thing you'd want to get is a name. You want a good name, a catchy name, something that can ring in people's heads. Probably something that's not too extra long, honestly. Now, most big businesses out here, usually in their first name, like the business, until they get bigger, it's usually a longer name just because maybe it helps out the meaning of the name, whatever. But definitely try to stick to a simple name. Nike, Amazon, Louis Vuitton, Gucci. Now, all these names are pretty simple and they pretty much ring in people's heads, honestly. And it's pretty catchy. Now, when it comes to doing a clothing line, I think it's so easy because you can literally sell to almost anybody. Like literally, who doesn't wear clothing? Now, when you sell cars, now you can probably only sell to maybe people who are like 18 years old and older, because those are the only people who are working. When you sell clothes, you can sell to 12-year-olds, 10-year-olds, people who just have money. And trust me, there are 10-year-olds who have money. There are plenty of 16-year-olds and 15-year-olds who have bought off of me. And I've made a lot of money from young kids who wanted to wear my clothing and support my clothing brand. Now, the other thing is that when we first start out, it's so much easier, especially if you're in college or high school. Bro, I hope you see this video and I hope you actually take it seriously. I was making $30K when I was at my HBCU, literally out of my dorm, just because I had so many people on campus. The ripple effect from business after you literally get people to be on board is crazy. Now, maybe when you first start off with your business, right, and people don't like want to support for whatever reason that is. I don't know why people are that way, but maybe you get their favorite influencer and then you get their favorite celebrity in, and now everybody who's been seeing it for months is going to shop now. So that's pretty much what happened with me. When I first came out with my brand, a lot of people seen it, but nobody was really buying it. Now, when it came to people who started to buy it, I added some new colorways, I added some diversity to my brand, I got some new influencers in it. Now, everybody on campus, like literally I couldn't leave my dorm without being stopped. I literally had, you know how on campus you had like an apartment, and there was literally a line of people out my dorm room trying to buy off of me. Thank God I didn't get robbed, but yeah, that never happened. So you want to make sure you do that. Then you want to make sure you find suppliers. This is literally the deal breaker between people becoming rich and people becoming wealthy. People who like literally think about it this way. If you don't know where to go to get a supplier, if you don't know where to go to get a manufacturer, then you're probably not going to be able to be as successful in the business, and it's going to become depressing. Why do I say that? Now, with a manufacturer, it cuts down on obviously it helps out with your profit basically. So if you go buy a shirt for like $2 and you get it printed on maybe for like $4, $2, you're probably gonna sell it for like $50 or $45. Now you just made around like $42 to $40 profit. Versus if you go vendor it and you have to spend a whole bunch of money on it, and then you spend like $10, now your profit's kind of shut down, you have to pay for shipping, and it's not gonna feel as big for you. And honestly, when you first start out with a business, you wanna make sure that you're not pricing things way too high. That's another thing with a lot of people who start off businesses. A lot of people start off businesses, right? You have to put the pride to the side in the beginning. Like when you see Amazon, a lot of them, I'm sure you guys have shopped for Amazon, their number one rule is obviously to satisfy the customer. I think when a lot of small businesses start off, they become a little bit too selfish. They're so, they're so into making the highest profit margins, but that's not gonna happen in the beginning in reality. Because the first thing, you have to build up the trust with the customers. You have to build the trust with your fan base, and that you will ship, that you will deliver on time. That, okay, if I buy this, it'll come in XYZ. If I buy this, it'll come like this. They're not gonna mess up my order for the most part. Now, or some orders do mess up and disputes happen regardless, because there are people out there who are just broke and just dispute stuff. I ain't gonna lie, even me back in the day, I disputed stuff before. I've bought stuff off of ASOS, and you know, I was that guy. I'm not gonna lie, I was that guy who was sending in emails to ASOS saying, hey, I didn't get my order, can you please refund my money? I was doing that stuff. I was a broke kid back then. I'm gonna lie, I was a broke kid. I was doing some crazy stuff like that. But once again, there's gonna be some kids out there like me who were younger, obviously didn't have money, or they probably just wanted the product, and they're still gonna dispute even though they got it, or whatever the case may be. So don't worry about that. Now, there are also other businesses to start as well, but I think that clothing is the best way I think that anybody can start off with, at least. That's my opinion. Now, after that, you want to get into social media. Now, social media is a big role, honestly, because yes, you can be on college campus, you can get this person, that person, and you'll have the word of mouth going on sales, right? But in reality, one viral post can change your entire life. Literally in 2020, I made a post for my clothing brand that changed my life completely forever. Like literally, when I mean forever, I literally mean forever. It was 2020, September. I remember it's like it was yesterday. And I remember I was like, man, I want to make more money. So I just made this post basically, and it blew up overnight. It blew up crazy. I had mass celebrities, and my following got higher. You'll also notice that when you get more followers on social media, and you guys will, if you made it to this video, 6 minutes in the video, you will get more followers on social media. You will be successful. You will realize that it's easier to get in contact with other influencers. It's easier to get in contact with celebrities, and they'll respond more. For the most part, anybody I DM, verified, unverified, they most likely respond. If they have like 1 million, 2 million followers and below, they usually respond within 24 hours, 48 hours. Because at the end of the day, when you DM somebody, it'll say like top request, basically putting all the followers in order of who's the highest follower count. And obviously, the more followers you have, the higher you're going to be on that list. So, you know, there's that. Now, also, you want to make sure you have a mission statement for your brand. Now, a lot of brands, I go on their websites. I obviously mentor a lot of people. I go on these websites and I say, well, you don't even have a mission statement, basically saying what your brand is going to be about, basically saying what your brand plans to do in the future. Believe it or not, yes, it's 2022 and a lot of people aren't really into books and stuff like that anymore, but there are a lot of people that do want to also feel like they're a part of something, and that's a lot of brands miss out on. People need to remember that when you're starting a brand, the best thing you can do is build a community around it, build a clan, whatever you want to say, and you guys take that over with having a community. Like Supreme has a community, skateboard community, other people who feel like they're a part of something. You want to make sure that people feel like they're a part of something, a part of a family maybe, whatever the case may be, and stuff like that. Now, a lot of things other people don't do as well is offer discounts here and there. You want to be able to offer discounts here and there with your brand, but you don't want to undervalue your brand. At one point in my first brand, I remember I spoke to this millionaire and I was trying to send him some gear, and he was saying that I was running too many sales. This is actually just random advice. But never run too many sales to the point where you devalue your brand, to the point where people don't want to buy your brand for full price. You don't want to do that. Also, a lot of people want to know, like, okay, well, where can I go to make a website? Where can I go to accept people's money? Now, you have websites like Shopify, you have Wix, you have Big Cartel. Now, Big Cartel is like, you can actually operate on Big Cartel for free if you have 5 products. Now, don't be a cheapskate. I try to explain to people. So I did Shopify like $30. I've seen people say like, oh, that's so expensive, $30 a month, right? Now, mind you, if, and I'm assuming your brand is making even $1,000 to $10,000 a month, why would $30 bother you? Like, you have to be willing to invest your money. That's another big thing with the youth. That's another big thing with just people in general. People are way too scared to invest money. You need to mostly think about the outcome of your investment rather than, oh my gosh, I'm losing money right then and there. Like, you don't know some people I met that didn't want to start a website because they had to pay a monthly fee. It just makes no sense. It's literally like you're paying a monthly fee of $10, $30. Maybe even some people pay for this the premium package with Shopify for $299. But if you're even making $1,000 to $3,000, it is 100% worth it, because now you have the platform to even make money. Like, it doesn't even make any sense. I don't know. Now, also, when it comes to social media, you want to make sure that you are probably a relatable person or an honest person, or just somebody that is appealing. A lot of people is having social media now. Mind you, there are some people out there who are not that appealing that still have followers. Do not mind them. Those people, it's an anomaly how they get followers, whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, somebody's relating to their content, or somebody's attracted to whatever they're posting. So you want to make sure that you're somebody that people can gravitate to and people can relate to. You know what I'm saying? Now, there are other businesses people can start now. I believe that a lot of people do want to get into dropshipping, and I have dropshipped and I do dropship. But the thing is about dropshipping that people don't want to reveal a lot of times, that there's only a like 10 to 20% profit margin. It's not that high when it comes to the profit margin. And now with this, you can literally just take products offline, post them online, and you can either just go run ads, and unless you have a follower base already, you can just post pictures. Because the crazy thing is about people that they don't understand when it comes to selling stuff, you literally do not need the product to sell anything. I hate when people say, oh my gosh, I need so much money to get so much inventory. You literally do not need, I'm telling you right now, you do not need that, bro. Think about it. When we go buy off of Nike, now I'm just gonna assume that Nike does have it in the warehouse, but when we go buy off of Nike, we're buying just an image that they put in some room and whatever, they took a picture of the shoe, boom, and put it online. We're assuming they have it, but what if they didn't? What if Nike was just drop shipping this entire time? Like, that's the thing. So when it comes to drop shipping, is basically, and then sometimes drop shipping, I look at drop shipping in two different ways. You have the product that you have access to get the product once people buy, or people are buying through your website and some other company is fulfilling it and shipping it to the customer. Now people do that as well. I don't really do that. I rather just fulfill the product myself, because when you go through these drop shipping companies, once again, things that people don't talk about on TikTok or Instagram, these companies are taking out crazy fees and your profit margins are gonna get lowered even more. It's already low when it comes to the 30% to 10% profit margin. Now it's gonna get even lower. So that's no point in doing that, honestly. You might as well just fulfill it yourself, put the extra hours in, put the extra work in, and you're still gonna get money. You can still get rich off of this. You can still make a lot of money. Now, lastly, this has nothing really to do with business, but this has something to do when it comes to investing. Now, when it comes to investing, I need everybody to understand that, yes, you can lose your money. You can 100% lose your money when it comes to investing. However, making a good investment will always be worth it. Now, how do you know if it's a good investment? Now, everybody asks that. For the most part, you want to do a couple things. You want to do your research, that's number one. You want to see what have other people gotten out of investing into maybe a cryptocurrency or a project or a real estate project, and who else is making money from it. Now, I seen when I first started investing in cryptocurrency, and I said in my last video, the first thing I ever invested in when it came to cryptocurrency was Ethereum, which I'm still heavily invested into right now. And when I first invested into Ethereum, I looked up on Google, okay, well, I see this person made XYZ amount of money. I seen that about 4 or 5 years ago, at that time, this was about in like 2020 when I first invested. 4 or 5 years ago from that, it was worth $1,600. When I first invested into it, it was $290, $250, somewhere around there in that range. So you see where it's at right now. Right now, it's about at like $1,300. And if you're not investing in Ethereum right now, I'm telling you right now, and I'm begging you, and I'm gonna post the same video back in December, please, I'm begging you right now, go invest. It's gonna be worth so much money. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be worth so much money. Go invest. However, yeah, so you wanna see, has the cryptocurrency periodically gone up? Has the stock periodically gone up? Has other people made money? So like there's people who invest in the real estate projects. And I'm telling you, you gotta watch it with this shit, because some people could just take your money and you're out of your money. You're done with, probably didn't read the contract, whatever, and your investment fails. And then you're like, yeah, it's a whole bunch of stuff. You don't wanna get into that. Now, lastly, when it comes to this, and I think this is a big thing when it comes to mindset, I want people to understand a couple things that it takes to become a millionaire. You need to stop thinking that when you see the social media stuff that, once again, a lot of stuff on social media is fake. Like I'm telling you right now, these rappers, these singers, all this stuff they claim that they're buying, they're not. Even if you even do a cross comparison to how much they're getting paid to how much they claim they're buying these Ferraris. A Ferrari is a $500,000 car. Lamborghini Aventador, $800K car. These people be only making 800. You think they actually got it? No. You think they got on credit? No, they probably didn't. They're just using this stuff to obviously get likes, get promotions, get more views, whatever the case may be, and they're not actually buying it. But you, the viewer, the consumer, is going out and buying those things to be like them when they didn't even buy it them damn selves. So save your money, bro. I'm telling you right now, save your money. My first year as an entrepreneur, I went on to spend $500,000, bro. Now, I was 19 years old, and once again, I had no guidance, I had no mentor. Once again, like I said, if anybody needs a mentor, come DM me on Instagram, Baines2Times, because having a mentor, even if I had a mentor and I paid this mentor a whole bunch of money, I could have still saved half of the $500,000 I had made. I really had made $750K, but I'm just gonna say $500,000 in profit that was in my bank that I could use for whatever I wanted to use it on. And that was just a dumb mistake of mine. So yeah, but that's what it comes down to, not being financially literate, not knowing the knowledge I'm telling you guys right now, a whole bunch of stuff like that. So just like I said, make sure you save your money. Save your fucking money, bro. You want to be able to be ready for a rainy day. Don't go buy a car and you're on your last payment. Don't go buy that designer bag, designer shoe. Don't do any of that shit. It's not going to matter in the end. I'm telling you right now. What's going to matter is, do you have money or not? You're only worth how much money you have. You're only worth how much the shit that you bought is worth. So if you're buying a whole bunch of dumb shit and it's not worth anything in the future, then don't be mad at anybody but yourself, because you went and did that. Even somebody who only makes 40K a year, now minus the taxes and stuff like that, should at least be able to come out that year with 20K saved. But a lot of people don't. And after 5 years today, they should have 100K, even with that 40K salary. But people just don't want to save money. They want to do this, they want to do that, they want to keep up with this person. But don't do that. Anyways, I hope this video was helpful to you guys. Let me know what other video topics you guys want me to do. I haven't posted a long form video in a while. I'm definitely happy I got this video out the way. And I hope you guys enjoy the video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll make sure to see you guys next time.